Hello guys, welcome once again to the dartless GH. So in today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to draft a dartless corset. So dartless corset simply means drafting a corset without adding any dart, no bust dart, no waist dart, no dart at all. Okay, so this is my drafting tools, and first of all I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divided by 2, and then from there I'll mark 1.5 for my shoulder slant. So for the neckline I'll be marking 3 at the width and 3 at the depth also. So from my neck I'll go ahead and mark my chest line, my bust point, my under bust point, my half length. So guys, I'll then go out and rule out a straight line. So I'll also go ahead and mark my shoulder to my hip measurement. I'm needing this for a purpose, all right? So I'm labeling the chest line, bust points, under bust, my half length, and then upper hip, and then the hip line. So I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divided by 2, and I'll connect it to the shoulder point. So I'll find the middle of this line, and I'm going to be coming in by 0.75, like so. So on this chest line I'll mark my bust circumference measurement divided by 4, and I'll go ahead and input it, and I'll connect it like so. So I'll also divide my under bust by 4, and then at my half length I'll be dividing my half length by 4, which I'll be subtracting 1 inch from my half length. So if you're minusing 1 inch, means that you're going to be snatching up to 4 inches out of your normal waistline. All right, so if you're comfortable with that, but you can also go ahead and minus 0.75 or half of an inch. So if you are subtracting 0.75, meaning that you are snatching 3 inches out of your waistline, and half of an inch mean they are snatching just 2 inches out of your normal waistline. So guys, at my upper hip I'll also divide it by 4, and then I'll mark it like so. So I told you guys I marked my hip measurement line for a reason. So I'll be dividing my hip line also by 4, so that I can be able to get a particular shape that I'm looking for. This is what I mean by adding my hip circumference, my hip line at this point. All right, so from this end I'll go up by 1 inch, and I'm going to be blending it later on. All right, so go ahead and blend your waistline so that it will not be sharp. So I'm marking my bust span line, which is 4 inches, just like you guys are seeing, and I'm going to rule out a straight line. So from then I can then blend my 1 inch from the end of the waistline to the bust span line. This is optional, okay? So go ahead and guys, find the middle of your armhole, and then you can connect this to your bust point line. All right, so I come down here by 1 inch. So guys, I'll then go ahead and mark my cup height for my under bust. So this measurement you have to take it on yourself. All right, so about 7 inches is fine, even though I marked 6 inches here, but I later on transferred it to 7 inches, okay, because it's not good for it to be low. So at this point I come up by 0.75 from my bust point line. I came up by 0.75. so from there I'm going to connect it to the height of my cap, and then from that place I'll be blending it back to the 1 inch I mark below my armhole. So guys, after connecting it like so, the next thing is for us to create our bridge line. So you're going to mark ½ inch on your bust line, and then on your under bust, and then you connect it with a straight line, just like I'm doing on my own, ½ inch. So by the time we open it up, it's going to be 1 inch. So if the person is very busty, you can go ahead and make it 1.5. So from the end of the armhole area here, I'm going to come in by 1.5. It's not actually it's not a must, but that is what I'm using. You can come in by 1 inch. So after that, I'll connect it to my under bust. I'm trying to form the cap here. All right, guys. So from there, I'm going to connect it to the depth of my yoke. That is where my yoke stopped from. I'll be blending it like so. So guys, after that, the next thing I'll be doing, so guys, when it comes to this place, you know, you need to take your from your from this particular from your cleavage depth, in between your bust, you take the measurement from here to the end of the end of your bust, so that you know your cap size. So guys, after that, what I'll be doing is to take whatever, to mark, check the measurement I have from here to this place. So guys, I'll check the measurement I have from here, and what I have is 7.75. So I'll just write it down, 7.75 for the width of the cap. Okay, so and then for the height of the cap, I'll also take it, that is 6 inches. So 6 inches for the height of my cap. So after that, I'll also go ahead and take this round measurement. Starting from this place, I'll take this measurement. I'll take it all round. 12.5 inches for the down cap. Okay, for this place is 12.5. So I'll also take this round measurement as well. 8.5 inches. Okay, so just take the measurement and do what? Write it down. So we can then go ahead to draft our back pattern, and I already drew out a line so that we can start our drafting. So I would like to extend my chest line out, but before then, let me go ahead and mark my, so from here, from my shoulder slope for the back, I'll be marking 1 inch. All right, so from this end, and I'll mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8.5. Starting from this line, I'll mark my 8.5 like so. So from this line, I'll then mark half of my shoulder measurement, I mean my chest line, 8.6 inches. So this is it, so that I can be able to connect it to this line. So from here, then I'll go ahead and mark half of my shoulder, 8.5. So this is it. For the depth, just 3 by 3 inches, and then for the depth, I'll mark 1 inch. Okay, and connect it like so. So I can then connect this part back to the 1 inch I marked earlier. Then I'll mark my bust divided by 4 inches, which is 9.25. So this is my 9.25. So from here, I'll find the middle of this line, just like we did for the other one, and that's 4.2. So I'd like to just go in by half of an inch like so. So from this place, I'll then connect it. Guys, so after that, the next thing that we're going to be doing now is to mark my shoulder to my half length. And you know that since there is no dart, the front and the back pattern will always be of the same length, because we didn't make use of any dart. So I'll just place the tape like this at my neck here, and I'll go ahead and mark my half length. My half length is 17 inches. So, and the blouse length is 23 inches. So from this end, I'll close this line up. Okay. So now from this point, I can then come in by half of an inch at my waistline. Okay, so from my neckline here, I'll come down by 4.5. All right, so this is very, very what important. Okay, so guys, after that, this is now where our waistline is starting from. All right, so from this place I can then mark my waist circumference measurement divided by 4, which will give me 7.25 minus 1 to give me 6. You know, I minus 1 or from my waist during the front pattern. So whatever thing you minus from the front, that's what you're going to be minusing from the back. So since I'm minus 1, so I'll be marking 6.2. All right, okay. So at my hip, I will input my upper hip circumference measurement divided by 4, which is 8.25. Guys, after that, I'll also go ahead and come down from this place. I'll come down by 1 inch. All right, from this ample I'll come down by 1 inch. From this line, I mean to say, I'll be coming down by 1. So this is my 1 inch. So from this point, I'll come down by 9.5. All right, 9.5 at this point. So I'll be connecting line. This one is a choice how you style this end. All right, choose to leave it straight, or you can blend it so that here will be more deeper. Depends on the style that you want. All right, so at this point I'll come in by 1.5, and this also depends on how big you want the place where you're going to be fixing your eyelet to be. All right, so following the same shape I have here, so guys, at this end I'll then go ahead and come down at least by, at this point I'll come down by 2 inches. All right, so that is where my curve for the yoke. All right, so you can choose any style that you want your yoke to be, but this is actually okay for me. So I can then go ahead and connect it like so. So guys, so this is what we have for now. So this is exactly what we have for now. This is our front, and then this is our back. So guys, we have to continue with our drafting. All right, so what we are going to be talking about is our custom made bra cap. All right, so remember, first of all I took the width of my cap here, and it was 7.75, just like this. That's the width for this place. All right, and I also went ahead to check this round measurement and also the up, and I wrote it there. All right, so another measurement that you would like to check now is to take the measurement between, I mean, from your under bust to your bust point. Mine is 2.85. So after checking the width of your cap here, you are going to add extra 2 inches to your measurement, and then you use it to cut out the square, meaning that my 7.5, which is the width of my cap, plus 2 inches, that is going 9.75. So this place now is 9.75, and the height is also 9.75. So do the same, and that is it. So after that, I'll then mark from this place. I'll mark what I have from my under bust to my bust point, and then I'll mark it like so. All right, so take the measurements on your pattern paper from your under bust to your bust point. What you have, you just do like I'm doing. This is now my under bust, and this is my bust point line. So I'll go ahead and mark my bust span. So guys, go ahead and mark your bust span. So on this point I'll mark 1.25. At this end again, I'll mark 1.25. Okay, so let me label it. This is my bust line, and here is my under bust. All right, so after this, at this end, I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch here and 1 inch here. At this point as well, 1 inch and 1 inch. Is to take the measurement of what I have here, so that I'm going to take this measurement to here, from here to here, and I'll continue from where it stopped, from here to this place. So this measurement, when I last took this measurement, it was 12.5. All right, so I'm going to minus my 9 inches from 12.5 to see what I have. 12.5 minus by 9 inches. So what I have here is 3.5 is left. So 3.5 is left. 3.5 that is left, I'm then going to use that for my grafts here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, from this place I will measure 1 inch or 1.5. Just 1.5. Like so. I'll measure 1.5. This place I'll then measure 2 inches. I know how to work. She's my favorite.